4th of August. My friend lays there, motionless, in white, colored garbs I draped over them as to hide their dead, empty gaze. The gaze I gave them when I took their life. I can still taste their blood on my lips. I wish to torture myself for not stopping myself. But now, I want more blood. It tastes better than any of the wines I have ever stolen in my life. Or well, I guess my old human life. I'm a vampire. My master Annabella and her husband Nikolai continue to torture me. I can still hear her laughter in my mind. I can hear them right now. I believe they're in their bedroom with their next meal. I can't recall what happened when I took my friend's life. I remember Annabella asking me to kill them, and I refused. The next moment, I was fighting a war inside my head, and then blackness. When I came through, I was standing over my friend. Within moments, I was on my knees in front of my new master. I must be going. I can hear her coming down, dragging a body. My next meal, I assume. 20th of October. Nikolai has been training me on how to use my new powers. My hearing has improved significantly. I can hear even a mouse's heartbeat from 2 homes down the alley. I can hear the water in the lake disturbed by the aquatic life. I think I just heard a koi fish. He taught me how to hone in my hearing to certain areas of interest, as to not be distracted by other townsfolk and their, horrible music. In these past 20 years I have been unable to write. Every day seems like a new day to train. I made peace knowing I am a pet to Annabella. But this is just beyond comprehension. What are they even training me for? The woman that Annabella was feeding on when I first laid my eyes on her roams the town. Is she a scout of sorts? I do not know. Annabella has made sure I've been well fed throughout my entire training. My victims, my meals, have mainly been consisting of the town drunkards, brothel women, fishermen, and even some local members of the church. Some of my meals have also been my means of release, much like Annabella told me. I'll make sure my little pet is generously taken care of. My training has been overwhelming. 20 years. Every day seems like a blur. I blink my eyes once, a day goes by. I blink again, a week, a month, and now years. It seems like just a few months ago, I had killed my friend. Nikolai had informed me that the next 100 years are going to be training my strength and stamina and everything else. I've already ran for so long. Literally, from youth until I was turned, I ran from store owners, the local law enforcement, everybody I've ever wronged. I've overpowered burly gentlemen. I can still feel the bruises on my knuckles from punching out their teeth. Until next time. 14th of July. Today marks my 145th birthday. When I was turned by Annabella, I was only 25. I always wished to live a long life, but not this long.
So, Enoch, how do you feel knowing that you are one of us now? How does it feel knowing that you are the reason why your friend is dead? Well, whatever you are feeling, just know that the next 200 years of your life, you will spend killing for me, my wife Annabella, and my daughter Isabella.
Like hell I will.
Watch your tongue, Enoch. My wife may have turned you, but I turned her. I can control her, which means I can control you too. If I really wanted to, I could make you tear off chunks of your own flesh and eat it. You don't want to enrage me.
Yes, my lord. 1st of January. I am now 345 years old. My clothes are stained with the people I've slain. I've slain numerous amount of vampire hunters. Their blood tasted vile. They probably knew they had chances of death, so they poisoned themselves. I can't even comprehend how I did it all. Nikolai has told me that I was turned for the specific reason I ran away. I ran away from my past of hurting people, but now that is all he and his family are making me do. 200 years of bloodshed. 200 years. It is all but a blur to me. A massive, blood-soaked blur. Nikolai taught me how to use my nails, which have now turned into claws practically. He taught me how to use my fangs to tear through armor. He taught me how to use my strength to break the bones and the necks of my prey. I must be leaving. I can hear his footsteps now. I don't know when the next time I will write is. Probably in another 100 years or so. 4th of April. I was right. 100 years have now passed. We have moved into the forest into a makeshift cabin. The quarters are tight. I can feel them watching my every move. At least in our last home, it was practically a mansion where I was locked up in my tower. I was free to move about as I pleased and keep my sanity, somehow. Now I can feel Annabella's eyes burning a hole in my skull as I write this. These past 100 years have been spent slowly adapting to life in the forest. Food, or well, blood, is scarce. We've had to share wandering travelers and feasted on the wildlife. My favorite are the black bears. I feel like my sanity is slowly deteriorating. I am now 445 years old. I don't know how much longer I can live like this. 7th of April. We have a new visitor. Her name is Shicey. The smell of her innocence is intoxicating.
What are you guys going to do with me? Please don't hurt me. I have a family. I'll do whatever you want. Just please don't hurt me. I see your fangs and your glowing red eyes. You are the vampires I've heard so much about. Please, I promise not to reveal your existence to anybody. Mister? Why are you looking at me like that?
8th of April. Her blood will be mine.